In the previous video, I said that you should use colorful images, which is right. But I tested something and I also actually got pretty good results, and that is using black and white images. Now, black and white images just add a very special feel to your ad. Depending what product or service you're advertising, you should definitely give it a shot. So black and white images, even though they're not colorful at all, they still stand out on Facebook. This is nothing you should get started with. If you start creating your campaigns, your first ad, get started with colorful images. But if you start split testing things, try to work with black and white images. Now, let's say there's an image that doesn't convert so well, or there's an image you have fallen in love with and the image doesn't give you the kind of exposure that you expected. Well, here's a little trick. There was one image I remember I created a campaign and I tested a black and white image and it didn't convert at all. However, I was 100% sure that the image would actually convert if it would just stand out a little bit more. So here's what I did. I just added a red frame to that image. Okay, pretty simple. I opened Photoshop, I uploaded the photo, and I just really added a pretty thick red frame. So whenever you find an image that isn't outstanding enough, open Photoshop or a paintbrush. You can even use any free tool that you have installed on your PC and add a red or maybe even green frame to the picture. As you can see, it's a lot more outstanding, and then even this red and the white and black, right, and the gray, it creates a very special contrast. And you can even use this trick to give any image more exposure, to give your ad more exposure. So if you found a colorful image, let's say the predominant colors are white and blue, and you know that generally this image will not do so well on Facebook, well, guess what? Just add a red frame to that image. So you can do it with black and white photos, but you can also do it with any other type of photo. If you say, okay, I just want to make sure that my ad gets more exposure if I add some element of red or green to it. So adding a frame is always great, and try to test black and white images. They can give you pretty good results on Facebook. I know it's a little bit contradictory to what I said in the previous video, but again, you should always get started with very colorful images, and then if you move on in the campaign creation process, split test your images that already do well with black and white images. And if you found an image that you have fallen in love with, but it doesn't perform so well, don't worry, just add a red frame to it and then just test it again.